Just in case they ain't get the picture the first time around. I got by the light. I got wrapped up like a douche. Another runner in the night. I got by the light. I got wrapped up like a douche. Another runner in the night.
Got some more fiberglass I'm about to do. Now I can go ahead and start coming up with where I'm gonna put the speakers at. Like I said, it's gonna be 2 tweeters over here, so I'm gonna put 2 right here and finish up with the other 6.5s, the 6.5s. All the holes cut out for the speakers. I got some of them dropped in. What I'm finna do now, I'm finna go ahead and outline everything. Maybe a 1/2 inch out from all the speakers. You'll see what I'm talking about in a minute. That's the door handle there. Alright. As you can see, I came out from the edge of the speaker, came out a little bit, and just kind of scribed the line all the way around the whole outline of the design. But it'll get more clear. Once I cut the outline out, you'll see what I'm talking about a lot more. Because over here, I got a whole lot of lines over here because I had changed it up a few times. So you really can't tell what's going on over here. But once I cut it out, you'll see what I'm saying. see what I was trying to come up with now. So I'm just gonna take this over here and put it on my door panel. It's gonna look like that there, set up. I'm gonna show you how to make the other door panel. It's very simple. You ain't gotta go through all this what I did trying to set this one up. Wait 1 second. What you need to do, just get your template. That's for that door panel I just done. For the opposite door panel, you just turn this piece around on the back side. Then you just trace everything out, the inside and outside. Then you'll have the template for the other door panel. For that one now. Just that simple. I got both of them cut out. Now what I'm doing, I'm removing the armrest. I'm removing this here. Just, let's see, look like it's 4 bolts there. I had went on and beveled my ends off with a roundover bit with the router. That'll make the transition a lot smoother once I lay the fleece. There won't be no sharp edge. I used the 1/4 inch roundover. What I'm doing now, I'm just tracing around the inner circle because I'm gonna have to cut some of this out. Like around here, I'm gonna have to cut this out so the speaker will be able to clear. But this in here, fine, it's deep enough. That one there, it's fine too, it's deep enough. But this here, I'm gonna have to cut out. I'm gonna have to cut this out. I'm gonna have to cut some of this out, and also that one. You can see what I'm talking about now. I'm just gonna cut it out with the jigsaw. Let me go ahead and do that. I got my openings cut. Let me put this template back on now so I can show you. See, it's enough room for my magnet to be able to clear now. Let me do the other door panel, and then it's time for the next step. I just took my red Sharpie and just outlined where I got it sitting at because I'm finna lift it up and hot glue it to the door panel. Just on my flat spots where it's sitting flush, I'm just gonna hot glue that. But where it's sitting up at, I'm gonna use some wood I got laying around and build some legs to put up under it. I don't want no fiberglass to get, because from here up, I'm going to leave it the factory look. I don't want no fiberglass up here. So I'm just getting me a stopping line. Then I'm going to go back and put some plastic over this part here. It's time to go ahead and fleece it on up now. Just picked up some from Walmart. I get a lot of questions on what fleece do you use. You can get the cheapest fleece at Walmart. It doesn't matter what type of fleece and what's on it. I got 2 yards for $8.84. And I'm gonna be using this spray here. Loctite. Well, yeah, I'm gonna use this one. It's cheaper than this one, but either one will work. I got the fleece cut out for both panels. When you're doing this fleece, laying the fleece down, don't try to do it all at one time. Just do half and half. I try to do one section, then I go to the other section. I got both panels fleeced up and stapled down real good. I overlap my fleece around the back side so it won't lift up when I start laying the resin. Then I left this part here. I'm gonna cut it off after my first layer of resin, but I left it so it won't, you know, build up and get down into the cracks. This is my handle opening. But it's time for the resin now. I'm gonna be using this bundle resin. I'm just gonna mix it up in an old paint cup. Make sure you get you some gloves and a mask because this stuff is real messy. And I'm gonna brush it on with a chip brush. I just got a pack of 36 for Harbor Freight. Pretty cheap. Finished up putting the first layer of resin on both panels. Now I'm finna take some fiberglass mat. I got some. I just pulled some apart from this here. It's Evercoat Sea-Glass fiberglass mat. I got it all spaced out because once I start trying to put it on the fleece, then that resin get on it. When it's stuck together like this, it's hard to get apart. So I got it so I can easily grab them. but you can do it more than just one way. Sometimes I take my resin, I just spread it on, then I put my fiberglass mat on top of it, then I take my chip brush and just dab it. Or you can soak your fiberglass mat in the resin and then put it on there. That way you won't have a lot of air pockets and bubbles. I got my first layer of fiberglass on and it's done dried up, but I'm gonna change up some stuff on it. Probably from here over, I'm gonna drop it down. So I'm gonna cut a section out, about an inch out, and I'm gonna drop it down some, just so my door panel can clear my seat. The two pieces together. I just got some old fleece that I had cut off. It was on the ground. I got resin all dripped all on it, but it don't matter. But I had already fiberglass this part here. I connected that to this. So now I got to connect this bottom half to this top half. I'm just going to do it with this old fleece. Got the fleece on it. I had ran out of staples, so I kind of spaced them out some. I got to order some more. I'm going to leave it like this. I ain't going to trim it off until I put the resin on, because I don't want it lifting up around the edges where I stapled it. Once it harden up, I'm going to go ahead and trim it off. Once this resin dry, I'm going to go ahead and trim everything up around the staples. I just put this tape on here, on the fleece, so the fleece will be stretched out, so it won't be curled up, because when that resin dry and it's curled up, it's just going to be like that. Just finished trimming up the fleece. As you can see, I got a high edge now. So what I'm going to do before I fiberglass this in, I'm going to take my DA. I got some 80 grit on it, and I'm going to knock my ends down, sort of bevel it off, so it'll be a smooth transition. Then I'm going to go ahead and fiberglass my fleece what I added in. Then I'll be back on track. Got my edges knocked down with the 80 grit. Before I go ahead and fiberglass this with some matte, I'm going to go ahead and mix up some fiberglass filler. And I'm just going to take my finger and go around the edge, make that transition a lot more smoother before I put the fiberglass matte on. It's somewhat smooth now, but I can get it a lot more smoother. I had went on and just used some regular body filler instead of fiberglass filler. I done knocked it down. Now I'm finna go ahead and fiberglass this new piece in to the old piece that I had already fiberglassed. What we're gonna do now, we're gonna take this DA and put some 80 grit sandpaper on it, and we're gonna knock all this down, try to get it smooth. what I did, I cut along my mask and line into the vinyl, because this existing material is like a vinyl and pretty much nothing ain't gonna stick to it. So I cut along it, then I dug all the vinyl out, then I sanded it real good on the inside. Now I can take my fiberglass filler and put it along, flush it on out. I just pulled the tape off to show you what the line looked like. I gotta clean it up once it dry, because I'm gonna come back with some lightweight fill on top of it once I shape it up. You can go ahead and shape it up while it's kind of soft, because once it harden up, it's hard to sand that fiberglass filler. So I try to just shape it up a little bit while it's soft, and once it dry fully, I go ahead and smooth it on out. I'm about to do the same thing around here. I'm just gonna take some fiberglass filler and bevel my transition off. Both panels pretty much covered with filler. Got all the imperfections and low spots covered. Now what I'm finna do, I'm finna take my DA and I'm finna knock all this down with 80 grit sandpaper also. Pretty much got everything sanded with the DA and with my hand. I hit it with the DA first with some 80 grit. Then I took some with my hand and kind of rounded everything back off, because when you hit it with the DA, it pretty much square things off. So you got to shape it up with your hand. The DA is just basically to knock it down, so it'll make it easy on your sanding. But I got some low spots here. I gotta come back with some more filler and hit that. And over in here too. I'm also gonna go around my inside of my ring. I'm gonna put some filler on it, try to shape it on up. Which is not gonna be seen, because once you put the speaker in, it's gonna cover that up. But I like to try to get it smoother than what it look like now. Just got finished sanding my inside of my speaker ring, trying to get it smooth. What I'm finna do now, I'm finna take my sandpaper and I'm finna just bevel my ends off, get it kind of smooth. I'm ready to go ahead and shoot my high build primer on both panels. I still seen quite a few imperfections, but I'm gonna wait till I shoot the primer, then I'm gonna go back and sand it and then fill up the imperfections. I'm gonna go with this TAMCO for my primer. It's the HP 5310. finished laying the primer down. Now you can see the imperfections. These are just mainly pinholes. See a couple of them now. Here, here. Plus the 80 grit sand scratches. I'm gonna have to get them out. Yeah. Gotta shape it up a little bit more. I'm gonna go ahead and fill my pinholes and my imperfections with some glazing putty. Alright, after the glazing putty is down, it looked like I put a lot on it, but I just tried to cover all the pinholes. But after this here, it's time to get the 80 grit sand scratches out and kind of make it, the curves, a lot smoother. And we're going to do that with 180. Got both panels sanded off real good, ready to shoot my final round of primer. Here go the other panel here. I went on and touched up the masking because I tore some of the tape when I was sanding. But I'm finna go ahead and shoot this primer. Just finished laying the 2 coats of primer. It's been about 15 minutes since I laid the last coat. It ain't dry yet, but it's dry to the touch. I'm finna go ahead and put some guide coat on it now. I'm just gonna use some flat black, cheap spray paint. 99 cents. Just want to mist the guide coat on. You don't want to put it on heavy. Just lightly mist it. some 400 grit on a soft sponge block. But what you want to do, you want to take it up here on your surface and just start sanding. What you're trying to do, you're trying to remove all the guide coat. That's when you know you got it flat and smooth. If you see some guide coat still on it, that means you got a low spot. You need to bring it on down. See, like this here, that's good enough to go ahead and paint. But over here, I gotta bring that down some. Got the masking done. I done wiped it down with wax and grease remover. Now it's time to go ahead and base coat it. I got the base coat over here. Going with the rose gold. There's 3 coats to base coat. I'm gonna go ahead and spray the clear now.
nobody really gave a damn about us. We never stopped.